Clown in a Cornfield, directed by Eli Craig, starring Katie Douglas and Kevin Durand. Looking for a fresh start, Quinn and her father moved to the quiet town of Kettle Springs. They soon learn the fractured community has fallen on hard times after losing a treasured factory to a fire. As the locals bicker amongst themselves and tensions boil over, a sinister grinning clown emerges from the cornfields to clean the town of its burdens, one bloody victim at a time.
Hey, Ginger! You okay?
Hey there, whoa there, it's Rogue here. I have to be honest, I am one of those people who feels creeped out by clowns. But I still wanted to watch this movie and I was pleasantly surprised. Let's start with the positives.
They're really big on tradition around here.
Every year, there's this parade where everyone gathers around a Friendo float.
Friendo?
It's the clown on all the Bay Pen corn syrup labels.
Friendo the Clown is a lot of fun. It is always a good thing when your titular character is the best part about the movie. I enjoyed the small town lore that they give Friendo, and I also like the objects that Friendo uses. Of course, he has a wide range of weapons, but he also has this Jack-in-the-Box toy that he uses. It's a lot of fun.
This is what I wanted to show you. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it is really cool. Where'd you get it from? Does it work?
Try it.
This Jack-in-the-Box is creepy. I found it to be a very effective tool in Friendo's arsenal. Another positive about Clown in a Cornfield is the fact this movie is a love letter to 80s slashers. There are multiple things that this film is pulling from classic slashers. There are lots and lots of homages throughout the film. This film is heavily inspired by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise and also the Children of the Corn franchise. This was exactly my type of movie. My favorite type of slasher is with a group of horny teenagers and they're making bad decisions, like investigating strange noises or falling down when they run from the killer. That is my favorite type of slasher movie, and we get some of that in Clown in a Cornfield.
They're really big on tradition around here.
Every year, there's this parade where everyone gathers around a Friendo float.
Kevin Durand plays Arthur Hill, and he is giving the standout performance. I'm actually a big fan of Kevin Durand. My favorite Western is easily 3:10 to Yuma, and Kevin Durand has a very memorable role in the remake. I was blessed to be attending a convention last year, Texas Frightmare Weekend, where Kevin Durand was a guest. And while I unfortunately wasn't able to meet him, I did sit in on a panel that he was hosting, and he talked about 3:10 to Yuma. It was awesome. Oh, and he also sang the song for us.
You're gonna hang me in the morning. I'll never see the sun.
I went into Clown in a Cornfield completely blind, so I was pleasantly surprised to see Kevin Durand in this movie. He is very easily giving the best performance. Unfortunately, though, he doesn't get much screen time. His character is important, though, and so is his character's son. I actually really liked the chemistry between the two actors. Carson McCormick plays Cole. He is one of our lead characters in this film.
This is what I wanted to show you. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it is really cool. Where'd you get it from?
I'm OG Kettle Springs, baby. I got all kinds of stuff.
This actor is very charismatic. In a slasher like this, it's easy for the teen characters to be forgettable, but this character, due to the actor's performance, I think is more memorable. Out of all the teenage characters in this film, Cole is the only one I felt any investment for. The rest of the teenage characters were serviceable, but very forgettable. And honestly, Friendo could have got all of them. Aaron Abrams plays Dr. Maybrook.
There's a psycho dressed up like Brendo, trying to kill us.
Dr. Maybrook was a breath of fresh air in this movie. Each time it would cut to his point of view, it would keep things interesting. And my final positive for the film is going to be the moments that are funny. There are multiple laugh out loud scenes. The teenagers are usually the butt of the joke, and that just makes it even funnier.
Call 911.
Where's the button, Jen? What is this? What is
What kind of phone is it?
In particular, there's a scene involving a rotary phone. It is so funny. I watched this in a theater that was about halfway full, and all of us were laughing at that scene. It was hilarious. That wasn't the only funny scene either. There were multiple moments that were just really funny. That just happened to be the funniest. Ironically, though, the clown is not funny. Maybe that's just me, though, because I think clowns are super creepy. All right, let's jump into the negatives.
There's a psycho dressed up like Brendo, trying to kill us.
There's this weird thing of Gen X versus Gen Z in this movie, and it just felt weird, out of place, forced, just really unnecessary. It's also not completely fair either because the teen characters are written so paper thin. The Gen X versus Gen Z thing happening in the movie, I didn't care for it. Another thing I didn't care for in this movie, which I've already touched on a couple times, the teen characters. Honestly, Friendo could have gotten all of the teens save for one, and it probably would have made the movie better. And that's no fault of the actors playing the teens. This film has a very weak script. The best things about this script are what they pull from other franchises. The original ideas that this script goes for are just not very great. The scenes in the cornfield are also very, very dark. So dark that sometimes it's hard to see what is happening on screen. On top of things being hard to see at certain moments, they also cut away during the kill scenes. We don't see anything, and if they do show us something, it's very little. There is absolutely no carnage candy in this movie, but the body count is kind of high. I want to say at least a dozen people are killed in this movie. It's just unfortunate that the camera cuts away. Another thing that's very unfortunate is how predictable the plot is for this film. And my final negative for this film, I guessed how this film was going to end during the first act. It's that predictable. I'm sure a reason why it was so predictable is because they are taking inspiration and pulling from big franchises like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Children of the Corn. So while it was familiar and I enjoyed the homages to the 80s slashers, ultimately it made the film very predictable, and there's definitely a feeling of I've seen this before, but done better. Overall, though, I had a good time with Clown in a Cornfield. It was a good time at the movies. I really enjoyed the homages to 80s slashers. Kevin Durant was a pleasant surprise. And I think I would watch a sequel if they make one. I am going to give Clown in a Cornfield a Rogue Reviews 6 out of 10. Join my Rogues Gallery by clicking the subscribe button. A big thank you to everyone who made it to the end of the video. Give this video a like and leave a comment down below to show your support. And follow me on Instagram at Alexis Has Gone Rogue.